Welcome to the Tableau video series. This is a series of short videos talking about Tableau products and technologies of interest to computer forensics practitioners. Hi, I'm Robert Bocek, the president and founder of Tableau. And this video segment is going to focus on the status display you see when running the Tableau imager during an acquisition. The display is what we call a data flow diagram, or sometimes we call it the acquisition topology. It's basically a map showing data moving from the source drive at the left all the way to the destination drive at the right. In between, you'll see the write blocker, and you'll see some what we call computational blocks. The computational blocks are the hashing functions in software, and also things like the EO1 formatting module in software. So let's talk about interpreting the on-screen display. First, I can take the cursor and hover over each of the elements on screen. So when I hover the cursor over the source drive, I'll see the information about the source drive, including its vendor, firmware revision, serial number, and capacity. Likewise, I'll see the same kind of information for the write blocker itself. During an acquisition, the buckets will take on varying levels of fullness and emptiness. Paying attention to the levels in each of these buckets gives you the information you need to interpret this display. So let me give you some examples. Looking at these buckets, we see that there's one which is closest to the destination drive. If that bucket were to start filling up, that would tell us that there was a bottleneck trying to write data out to the destination. That is, data has flowed through all the other process steps, but it's getting held up trying to write out to the destination drive. How could you use that information? Well, the destination drive is usually under your control during an acquisition. You might be acquiring across a network, or you might be acquiring to an older, slower drive. If you're seeing that right-hand bucket fill up, you know that you can improve your acquisition performance by selecting a new destination drive, a faster destination drive. Similarly, let's look at that bucket right before the EO1 formatting step. If that bucket starts filling up, and that's a very common case, what it means is your system is becoming processor bound or compute bound. So if you see the bucket filling up to the left of the EO1 formatter, that tells you the bottleneck is in your processor. TIM is fully multi-threaded. If you give it more processors, more cores, or more powerful processors, it will run faster. As a concrete example, if you go from a 2-core system to a 4-core system, or you go from a 4-core system to an 8-core system, you can generally alleviate or completely remove the bottleneck in the EO1 formatter. Now, another common case is all the buckets appear to be empty. The acquisition is running smoothly. What that usually tells you is that your acquisition has no bottlenecks except for the source drive itself. For the first time in computer forensics, we've given you a tool, that's the status display in the Tableau imager, that you can use to understand why you have bottlenecks in the acquisition process and what you can actually do to fix those bottlenecks and truly achieve higher acquisition performance.